Hi, welcome to my review slash update of my Ikea Uppspel sitting standing desk. I've had this desk for almost 2 months now, and I've been enjoying it a lot. My setup has changed quite a bit since buying the desk. If some of you have seen the first video, you can see that the screen has upgraded in size, and I now have a laptop on the desk instead of running my screen, well, this new, bigger monitor off a desktop. And that's been very pleasing as far as screen estate, but it also led me to some conclusions for other people. I have the smaller version of this desk, and it's good to note that if you want to have speakers, a full-size keyboard, because I have a 10 key less size keyboard, if you want to have a full-size keyboard, speakers, a triple monitor setup, and maybe you have a laptop on top of that, or you don't, just triple monitor setup is going to take a lot of space on this smaller version of the desk. And I would probably recommend, if you have the space for it, if you have a triple monitor setup or likewise, that you go for the bigger option. Now for me, this is pretty good because I like having not a lot of stuff on my desk. Now this might seem odd with all the cables and shit you see, but this is a mobile setup apart from the big screen. I have a portable monitor that I carry with all the shit that's laying around to work. So that's that. What I don't like about the desk, there's not much that I dislike about the desk. Two things. The cable tray does not clip. It just like sits into place at the bottom, and I find myself having to re-rack some of the corners sometimes just because it pops out, the metal not being perfectly flat. Like just right now you can see it. It's like the bottom tray popping out, and I'm just scared that the whole tray is going to lift off. It hasn't happened so far, but that's one of my worries. Second thing, I think this is a design flaw. I spoke with somebody on the in the comments, and they said that the power supply was supposed to have screw hole to screw to the top, and it's true. Even the smaller version does have screw holes. What is to keep in mind is if you want to have the in curve towards you, you're not going to have socket holes for the power supply. So they only added these, I don't know, you can see them right now, but there are metal sockets for the power supply, but these are only there if you want to have the in curve towards the wall, which I didn't want. I really like the feeling of like being closer to the desk. For me, that's what I was going for. And they did advertise it as being, as a possibility of having it on both sides. So I was expecting it. I was expecting the design to be flawless on both sides and not different. Well, that's one surprise. So that's definitely one thing to keep in mind. If you want the power supply to screw by default to your tabletop, you'll need to put the in curve towards the wall and not towards you. Apart from that, I've been enjoying the desk a lot. I'll make it go up so you can judge the sound, and then we'll test the wobble at height. The sound is definitely not too bad. Yeah. So for work, I'm going to shake it pretty hard. You can see there is movement. This is me shaking it purposefully in a way that I wouldn't shake it while I'm working. I work from home. I work on this keyboard. I'm a programmer, and I'm the type to use my keyboard pretty hard. I haven't noticed a lot of screen wobble at height. I'm pretty aggressive when I work, like with my keyboard, and this screen is pretty big. You know, it's on a stand. The stand is elevated, meaning like I can elevate the screen, and it is at height right now. It is very wide. It's almost a 44-inch screen, and I haven't been bothered by the wobble. So it leads me to think that the wobble's pretty good. Like I said, I'm an aggressive type worker on my keyboard, so I haven't been noticing any wobble that's affecting my work. So that's good for me, for those that were wondering. And I've also seen somebody ask, how is the wobble sitting? So if, like I said, the wobble at height is pretty decent, then the wobble sitting, I haven't noticed any wobble at all while sitting. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.